Love you too, Adam. So exciting to be here in Miami. Let's get this timer going. Here we go. Chris Madsen, based in Salt Lake City. I work for Engage XR. What is Engage? It's a multi-user XR platform built for enterprise and education. But what are we really doing? Here's how I explain it to people, and I get these wide-eyed looks, and it opens up a lot of conversation. We allow you to put on a headset and teleport your consciousness into an avatar body to be able to interact with anybody from any part of the world as though you're physically present with them and interact with the environment in which you're meeting with them. But it goes a little further than that, because you also get these amazing tools that don't even exist in the real world, where you can essentially do magical things. Any environment, create any type of experience. It's like giving a teacher a magic wand and saying, now what are you going to do with your class? Probably one of the first things they're going to do is wave that magic wand and say, let's leave this four-walled institution and go somewhere a little bit more exciting, whether it's the surface of the moon or in the middle of the Amazon rainforest or whatever the case might be. So the fact that you can be present with a group of 70 students in these physical environments and do these sorts of things is very, very powerful. One of the challenges that we've been addressing over the last 10 years is now, once you're in these spaces, how do you effectively manage each other in these spaces with the tools, right? So it's about improving the tools and incorporating all the latest technological progress, such as AI and stuff, to be able to effectively operate within these environments. So let's throw out a few examples here. Some of the basic essentials of being in a virtual environment is the space itself and the 3D assets. If you rewind the clock, say 10 years, it was very difficult to access 3D objects. Like, you had to be a developer to be able to build this stuff. But now, in today's day and age, you've got these massive marketplaces like Sketchfab with millions of assets that can be easily accessed and transferred straight into the virtual space. I could even do that on my phone while I have that virtual headset on and just dial, drag and drop, and there's my asset there, right there for the class to utilize. AI is really changing the game, because what we're really looking at creating now is a version of the holodeck. Now we can go in and speak to the system's AI and say, AI, put me in the middle of an international airport on the tarmac. 40 seconds later, you're standing in that airport. We now have applications like Meshi and these text to 3D assets, right? Where we can now talk to that AI and say, create the following model for me. We don't even have to go to a store anymore to download these assets. We can simply speak these things into existence in a virtual space. That is the holodeck. It doesn't have to be virtual either. We can bring these things into your physical space as well through augmented reality, right? These headsets have come so far at being able to access those AR environments where I can bring somebody, and I do this all the time, by the way, I can be sitting in my kitchen and bring people into my kitchen area and have discussions with them in my kitchen. Well, how do they do that? How do you bring someone into your kitchen? Well, if you take the Meta headset, for example, you can have that automatically scan your environment, and it gives you a basic block out of that environment. And when someone comes in, they can see, there's your chairs, there's your tables, there's your plants, there's your television set. It's all there. It's basic. We see where this technology is going. 1 minute left. Oh my gosh, we are flying. What other tools? Let me jump. What other tools do we have? 3D pens. You can draw in the air. The ability to just drag and drop 3D objects, the ability to record everything spatially of what's happening in your virtual environment. We call that spatial captures, where you can literally miss a class, have that class recorded, step back into that class, like rewinding time, and in full 3D, 6 degrees of freedom, walk around and re-experience that class. We have an editor system. You don't have to know any code. You don't have to be a developer. We make it easy for people to create the experiences they want to create. Just like teachers use PowerPoints now, this is a far advanced version of a PowerPoint where you can now create experiential learning by drag and drop and using very simple tools. I know I'm out of time. We've just scratched the surface. I wish I could talk for an hour. Thank you for your time.